episode. We're heading to Miami, Art Basel, and we're looking for some events, some culture, some atmosphere. I mean, we're gonna get a bit of those shoulders moving. I mean, look at me, man. Look at me, man. I'm gonna be moving and shrugging like that. You know, what are you talking about, man? I'm gonna be talking out of my cooler the whole trip, but at the same time, I'm gonna be sharing it with you. So, come with us to Miami, and yeah, join the culture. This is my second year, so I hope you guys can get some insight on the Art Basel experience. Hey, get out of my cooler now, man.
Even when we never had a penny, yo, we always had spirit. They can burn my flesh, but they can't touch my spirit. They want to take away my freedom, how they gonna take away my spirit? Cause even when we never had a penny, yo, we always had spirit. All we hear is siren and skank fire. Hold your head higher, build a you, then build an empire. Skank fire, hold your head higher, build a you, then build an empire. All we hear is siren and skank fire. Hold your head higher, build a you, then build an empire. Skank fire, hold your head higher, build a you, then build an empire. If I end up dead or popping on the wing, just know mommy raised the king. Grind till money ain't a thing. He became a boss and brought all his brothers in. Live by loyalty and honor. Same time I do what I wanna, and I know how to treat a woman proper. Cause I seen mama suffer. No money but we had life. I go hungry, let my brother take my slice. Ride outs and drive-bys, but deep down they're nice guys. Looking spectacular in my spectacles. All my booties are stylish and fashionable. Carry the finger like it's casual. Came from the
So out here in Miami, just feeling motivated, feeling inspired, feeling like, honestly, everywhere I go, I realize how much more I have to go. But overall, I think you start to pick up a lot of things when you travel. You start to realize that in anything that we do, especially when it comes to our career, our ambition, our goals, you have to learn to basically command more from yourself, because a lot of the time we kind of surround ourselves with uncomfortability of people, with uncomfortability of our understanding, with uncomfortability of, you know, just general acceptance. But to command more from yourself is an independent decision. It's an independent quest. There isn't anybody that can support you through that command. There isn't anybody that can hold your hand through it. I mean, I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of people that are aspiring to shift their worlds, to shift their lives. The reality is you have to command a standard for yourself that no one else can relate to. Even if it's out of sight, even if it's far from the imagination of anyone around you, you have to command success. You have to command whatever element of progress you want to have within your life, and it can't be shared. If there's anyone around you that's not within the same attitude or space or energy, you have to let them go. You know, especially being that we're now coming to the end of the year, and you have to ask yourself who added and who didn't, who pushed and who shoved, you know. Never be afraid to let people go, because when you command the standard for yourself, when you command the level for yourself, compromising that at the cost of anybody else is actually your fault. And I always make sure that, especially when it comes down to, you know, evaluating what I'm doing for the year moving forward, I evaluate the people, the naysayers from the people that add confidence to me. Being ambitious in this generation where people are very cynical but also observers is harder. So you have to make definite moves independently to ensure that, with or without the crowd that you're comfortable with, you're growing and you're progressing. It's so easy to aspire to be someone. It's so easy to say you want something, but it's very hard to be independent and do that alone. It's very hard to be in your dream alone. And I think so many people go into the year and all these, you know, business ideas or ambitions that they have, looking for group approval. You can't get it when you're trying to take whatever you are or wherever you are to another place, because no one can relate to an independent level that you set for yourself but yourself. Like over here, 2018, like what are you going to command from yourself this year? What are you going to change? What are you going to do differently? There's sacrifice, there's pain. But if you practice your goal, if you practice your vision, if you practice your theory of who you're going to become, who you want to become, independent to anybody around you, things manifest, and that's a fact. Like, things will manifest. Are you comfortable with what you had last year? Are you comfortable with how you're affecting your friends? Are you comfortable with how you're affecting your family? It's a selfish dream to just have goals for yourself, but not be willing to wonder who it affects after that. And that's why you make these independent decisions, so that you can affect the people that really care around you and have a bigger outcome for them. It's empowering out here. I'm inspired. Follow us.
Here we really go. What I know about life, know about nothing, and what I know about is that I know about nothing. Here we really go, roaming in the night with a lot of bitter fright like war. Do you wanna really know about life? Do you really wanna know? I've been analyzing everything I do and I don't even wanna show my deepest core, I'm lost, I'm scared, I move so on.
And then I heard that being gay and people finding out about that meant 10 years in prison. And I'm gay, so I was wondering how do you live in a country where if they find out about who you are and who you love, that means that you end up in jail. So I did a lot of research to write watch. I met a couple of people. They invited me over, and I've been working there for no ticket because I didn't know if it was going to work at all. And I was amazed, but after 6 weeks I returned with like 40 portraits of young gay and lesbian professionals who showed me their face and who were not afraid to stand behind it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
That I know about nothing. Here we really go, roaming in the night with a lot of bitter fright like war. Do you wanna really
make them forever? That's why, for example, these ones we melt them because it's kind of like you wrap to throw it, but then it's like you take it back. And now the picture is alive. It doesn't matter, you change perspective and change totally the picture. For us, it's a way to get it living, no? That's the point. And that's why we paint. Change it. Change is the only way to do things. All these flukes at the end. When you find something, forget about it, change, and try to find something new. At the end, change is the only way to be alive, no?
Very inspired.
Baby, when you leave, I not go leave, oh. Girl, I wanna stay here with you, oh. Mama tell me make a steady live life, make a know the Jones, make a day there for you, oh. She tell me say now you they make me slow down. She tell me say now you they make me calm down. She tell me say if I ever leave you, I will never ever find another one like you. Girl, you give me high with your loving. If you done with me, no one can stop me. Superman needed Superman. When you do with me, I feel like I got my. Say you give me that wicked wine. Say you give me that wicked wine. You make my temperature rise. Now only you make me feel the way I feel.
I think about you every day, every second. The way you move your body around, you flex. You got something in your mind that make me high. I think about you every day, every second.
Actually, which represents on how we can be on top of everybody and be a whole mess at the same time. So, do you want to play?
Let's play.
Very cool.
Every time.
Bad girl, I need you more.
Every time.
Bad girl, I want you more.
Every time.
Bad girl, I need you more.
Every time.
I'm a girl, I want you more.
Every time.
Bad girl, I need you more.
Every time.
I'm a girl, I want you more.
Every time.
This bad boy need you more.
Every time.
When you travel with me, girl, you know it's easier.
It's another year. We're at the end of the year, and you know, just looking back and reflecting at the results of what I've produced myself and what I can improve, what I can take, and what I can gain, it's really given me a real position of understanding exactly how and what is required when it comes down to reviewing and analysing yourself consistently to make sure that you're progressing. Progress isn't something that comes overnight, it isn't something that you can just turn on, it's something you have to work on. If you're not willing to execute any of your ideas on pen and paper with the real ability to evaluate every step of what you're doing, whether it's working, whether it's not, whether it's, you know, going to plan, whether it's not going to plan, then you can't sit there and expect anything to shift or change within your life. And I constantly have to shift and change and monitor myself, because even the simplest principles get lost along the way, you know. And when it comes down to kind of building any form of empire, chasing any sort of dream, you know, following any sort of passion, you have to understand that the discipline between yourself, your ideas and the plan have to be closer than anything else around you. Stepping out the box, Miami is a beautiful city. There's opulence, there's people that have money, there's people that have wealth, but the reality is that half of these people have learned how to deal with their passion and their goals and their strategies with themselves independently well enough to achieve and live in these penthouses and these mansions. No matter what happens around you, no matter where you go, no matter what kind of, you know, groups or circles you find yourself entering, you have to constantly make sure that you're realigned with yourself. Don't fall for the trap of hype. Don't fall for the trap of, you know, trying to be popular or, you know, trying to be approved. Make sure that you're closer to yourself and your strategy, because that's ultimately what's going to be able to manifest anything and shift. And don't be afraid at any point to change and tweak things to make sure your goals and your ideas come into play. Because it's never perfect, it's never going to be right, but as long as you evaluate it, you can always improve, and you can make sure that you're putting yourself in a position that's better each and every year. For going into 2018, we have to go into it fearless. We have to go into it with real confidence within ourselves and step into the person we want to become. Because nothing you want to attain, whether that's more money, whether that's a better career, whether that's better finance, whether that's more happiness, is going to work without you stepping into the person and working on that person constantly. Because without that, it's so easy to be lost, and it's so easy to be comfortable with, you know, the person you've accepted. Sometimes, you know, the move we have to make is bigger than the day-to-day tasks we do. The move we have to make is bigger than the relationships we have. It's bigger than the mindset of money we're used to or accepting. And that has to come from evaluating and being honest, and being out here. When I come out and I see the likes of Star Island where P. Diddy lives, and I see the likes of, you know, some of these mansions and these high rises, I understand that there's something still that I have to improve and I have to shift. Whether it's my network, whether it's my strategy, whether it's the amount of deals I'm doing, whether it's the amount of technology and people we're bringing into the team, I get it. And that's what I think I've got out of Miami. It's been a great year sharing what's been going on with my journey. mycomeup.com is going to be obviously a phenomenal platform, and I know that because of all the time I've invested within the platform. But my real goal is to make sure that I also give you a piece of my perspective. It's also to make sure that you can gain something from me, because none of this insight comes from just, you know, turning around and speaking to a camera. It comes from studying, it comes from research, it comes from failure, it comes from problems. Understand this at all points. Successful people have the ability to succeed a lot more because they've learned to deal with problems quicker than the others. And that means that accepting that problems are a way of life can be one of the most imperative skill sets to understand, because the easier you are with failing and having problems, the more quicker you can get over to finding solutions for them and moving past and elevating yourself above, you know, the means of your acceptance level. As I said, my come up is going to be phenomenal. This is a community. Those that have been with us over the past couple of years, I'm thankful. And those that are going to be with us moving forward into the next couple of years, be excited. This is a time to be part of this online community. I promise to devote as much as I can to ensuring that everyone grows at any level. If you're still thinking of an idea, if you're still thinking of what to do next, if you still want to, you know, if you have an idea and you want to figure out how to move it to the other level, we're here to help you working on that. This is my come up, Leonard Sekyonda, and I'm out.
We won't even have to shout, cause not even words can find a way out. You just relax and I'll kill the time. But getting tired of your game.